You want respect, don't you? No, that's too soft, too small. What you want, what you need, is fear. You want to walk into a room and before you even make a move, you feel the shift. The air changes, the tension rises, and suddenly, everyone else forgets how to breathe. No words, no forced smiles, no meaningless nods of approval. Just silence. But not just any silence. This is the kind of silence that doesn't just fill a room, it dominates it. It crushes everything around it, forcing them to notice you, to feel you. Words can be twisted, actions can be misinterpreted, but silence is pure, it's power and it's unmistakable. You see, people are predictable. They talk, they fill every space with noise because they're terrified of what happens if they don't. They're desperate to be seen, to be heard, to be validated. They can't handle being irrelevant. They'll do anything to convince the world and themselves that they matter. But in their noise, they reveal everything. Their insecurities, their weaknesses, their endless hunger for approval. And you? You're not going to play that game. No, you're going to be different. You're going to stand there and say nothing. Not a single word. Your face will be unreadable, your eyes blank, your expression dead. You won't give them a thing. And in that vacuum, they'll destroy themselves trying to figure you out. They'll fill in the blanks, creating fears, doubts, and suspicions that didn't even exist before. You think I can help you get that kind of respect? That kind of fear? You think you need me to hand you the secrets to power, to teach you some trick to make them take you seriously? You're wrong. You don't need more words, more strategies, or more tools to get into their heads. What you need is already inside you. You've been lied to your whole life, told that you need to explain yourself, justify your actions, and ask for permission to be respected. Let me ask you, how's that been working for you? All that talking, all that playing by the rules. What's it gotten you? Nothing. Because words are for the weak, the desperate, and you're not desperate. What you need is silence. Cold, unyielding, unforgiving silence. Have you ever been in a room where no one speaks, yet the tension is so thick it feels like you're suffocating? That's the power of silence. It's a scream without sound, a weight that crushes without mercy. That's what you're going to master. When you walk into a room, you won't say a word, but they'll feel you. The air will grow heavier, the conversations quieter. People will look at you, but they won't say anything. They'll wonder what you're thinking, what you're planning, and you won't give them a single clue. Here's the truth. People don't care about you. Not really. They'll smile at you, shake your hand, and act like you're important. But the moment you're out of sight, you're out of mind. And that's where your power lies. When you stop caring about them, when you stop needing their approval, you become something they fear, something they can't control. You've been playing by their rules, following their script, thinking that if you're polite and do everything right, they'll reward you. But the world doesn't work like that. The world isn't fair. It doesn't care about what you deserve. It cares about who's willing to take what they want without asking. That's where silence comes in. When you stop talking, when you stop explaining, when you stop reacting to their every move, you'll realize something incredible. They're terrified of silence. They don't know how to handle it. And the less you give them, the more power you have. Think about it. How many times have you opened your mouth only to regret it later? How many times have you tried to justify yourself only to find that it didn't matter? Every word you speak is a weapon they can use against you. But if you say nothing, you give them nothing to work with. And yes, you might think, but if I don't speak, how will they know who I am? How will they respect me? That's the trap. They want you to believe you have to shout to be heard, that you have to fight for their attention. But the quieter you are, the louder your presence becomes. You've seen it before. That person who walks into a room and commands attention without saying a word. It's not an accident. It's control. It's power. It's silence. Silence says, I don't need your approval. I don't care what you think. Your opinions don't matter to me. And that scares them. It scares them because they need you to care. They need you to play the game. They need your reactions, your engagement, your validation. But when you refuse to give them that, when you stand there, calm, still, silent, they start to unravel. Because most people are weak, insecure, scared. They're constantly looking for approval, constantly talking because they can't handle the quiet. But you'll be the opposite. You'll be the one who doesn't need to speak to make a statement. The one who doesn't flinch in the face of chaos. Let them talk. Let them try to provoke you. Try to get a rise out of you. Don't give them what they want. Stay calm. Stay quiet. And they'll hate you for it. Because they can't control you. They can't predict you. They can't get inside your head. And that's exactly what you want. Silence isn't just the absence of sound. It's a weapon. A weapon that cuts deeper than any insult, that lingers long after you've left. When you master it, they won't be able to stop thinking about you, not because of what you said, but because of what you didn't. They'll create their own fears, their own nightmares. They'll destroy themselves piece by piece, trying to figure you out. And you won't have to lift a finger. That's power. So stop playing their game. Stop reacting. Stop talking. Let your silence speak for you. Let it become the thing they fear the most. And when they finally realize they can't break you, can't control you, can't understand you, they'll respect you. They'll fear you. And they'll never forget you.